So I got a little bit of editing to do on the previous one, but Dakota Kai versus Becky Lynch has been one of my favorite matches back and forth, and it's not just because in other matches I've talked about it, but we are jumping right ahead. This isn't gonna be like, this isn't gonna be like Finn Balor and Tyler Bate. This is gonna be completely different because we are jumping right into a half-hour Iron Man match between Becky Lynch and Dakota Kai, and I can tell you right now that this is Dakota Kai's last opportunity to become women's champion. As long as Becky Lynch holds the title, Dakota Kai has everything to lose, but also everything to gain in this matchup with Becky Lynch. And Becky Lynch has everything to lose and more pride to gain against Dakota Kai. But this is also the first time I am doing an Iron Man match where, honestly, I do believe this is the first time I'm doing an Iron Man match that Finn Balor and Tyler Bate are not included in the Iron Man match. So this is something new for me as far as I'm aware. But what I can say is it will not be the last, because if there is something that I enjoy Iron Man matches, and I wanted these two women to be the first Iron Man match that I do for the women's division, and the first Iron Man match not including Finn Balor and Tyler Bate. Because the last two matches that Dakota Kai has had with Becky Lynch has ended with Becky Lynch winning based off of mistakes from Dakota Kai, whether it was giving space to Becky Lynch when she shouldn't have, or giving Becky Lynch going to the well one too many times and underestimating the former world's champion. Big time Bex is nobody to be taken lightly. And the fact of the matter is, Dakota Kai has learned that the last two times that Dakota Kai has fought in the ring with Becky Lynch. So let's hope that this time Dakota Kai shows what she has learned against the current SmackDown Women's Champion and the former multiple-time Women's Champion. This is a normal Iron Man match, meaning countouts, disqualifications, and a whole nine. But these two women are going to go after each other for a half hour. And the fact of the matter is, one person walks away with the victory. Dakota Kai is showing intensity, a new level of intensity for Dakota Kai, a new level of, I don't want to say arrogance, but it's sort of like she knows what she's doing and she knows what the goal is. She knows where she wants to be. She knows what she wants to do. And she knows what it's going to take to get there. Dakota Kai mistimed with the kicks. And she reverses Becky. I don't think I've ever seen Dakota Kai try and play Becky Lynch's game, but I don't think she should be trying to play the game of the man. She should be doing what she does best and not trying to play Becky's game, not trying to play mind games in this moment, because the fact of the matter is, whatever she's doing, she doesn't need to be Becky Lynch. She needs to be Dakota Kai, and being herself will win her the Women's Championship. Being Becky Lynch will cause her to make mistakes again, but the fact of the matter is, she has a submission locked in. It looked like she was going for the Cobra Clutch, and it looked like a variation of the Cobra Clutch in my opinion, but it's too early for that type of submission on Becky Lynch, and Becky Lynch is now fighting back. Right hands, left hands, kick to the leg, everything under the sun from Becky Lynch to Dakota Kai. Butterfly suplex again, and Dakota Kai needs to remember again what cost her to lose the last two times and not let that happen again. But she has 25 minutes to prove she belongs in the ring with Becky Lynch. And right now, she is proving that beyond a shadow of a doubt, because she just landed kicks. A different way this time, but Becky Lynch kicks out. It is still too early to get the victory over the man. Becky Lynch, much like Natalya, has been showing momentum up the wazoo. Becky Lynch's last victory was against Lana. And if I was... Disarmer! Disarmer! And if I was Natalya, I'd be watching this match because Dakota Kai can't let it go. And she does submit to the disarmer from Becky Lynch. And she reverses whatever Becky was going for there. She reverses it. And Becky Lynch is, in fact, up by 1. Big elbow drop from Dakota Kai. A brutal right hand. She got her again. She got her again. Setting it up. And a little delayed. Another disarmer. A distraction on the part of Dakota Kai may have cost her, and now she is down 2 wins to none. Distraction, human error, which ended up costing, I believe, Io Shirai. Human error cost Io Shirai, and human error just cost Dakota Kai. But Dakota Kai does not fall twice. Dakota Kai does not fall twice to Becky Lynch, but Dakota Kai needs to get back into this one because it seems like anytime Becky puts on the disarmer, she's going to get a victory. And the fact of the matter is, again, Dakota Kai's going after the arm of Becky Lynch. But again, Dakota Kai needs to be Dakota Kai and not Becky Lynch. Devastation kick by Dakota Kai. Is Dakota Kai going to get the victory? No! Becky Lynch kicks out, and Dakota Kai is beyond belief with that one. Dakota Kai is beyond belief with that one. Modified camo clutch. And I gotta say, I was encouraging Dakota Kai to be Dakota Kai and not Becky Lynch. But the fact of the matter is, if she can defeat Becky Lynch with a submission, do it. Do it. If she can defeat any way she can defeat Becky Lynch, do it. Because these two women are showing exactly why they belong in this position. But Dakota Kai may make people question why she was in this position again. And Dakota Kai is at least showing heart. She's showing heart. She's showing like she's showing that she has scouted Becky Lynch. And is showing intensity. She is showing she belongs here by trying to stick with big time Bex. Devastation kick, but Becky Lynch reversed it. Devastation kick that Becky Lynch reversed. Disarmer. But ring presence on the part of Dakota Kai gets her out of it and saves her from being down. Calf kick by Dakota Kai on Becky Lynch. Dakota sends Becky to the floor. Dakota Kai sends Becky Lynch to the floor. I said it in I said it in Becky, Tyler Bate, Finn Balor. It was one of my favorite go-to lines. That fact of the matter is, sometimes you just gotta create some distance. Sometimes you gotta just let the other person wonder what the hell's going on. And the signal comes. In comes Raquel Gonzalez. Raquel Gonzalez is out to help her tag team partner. Raquel Gonzalez is out to help her tag team partner. Becky Lynch is waiting. Raquel Gonzalez is behind her. Raquel Gonzalez is behind her. But Becky Lynch expected it. Becky Lynch expected it. And Dakota Kai took that opportunity to fall to the floor. Dakota Kai took that opportunity to roll to the floor. But Becky Lynch followed Raquel Gonzalez to the floor. And that, my friend, did not pan out for Dakota Kai the way she would have expected. I think she would have expected to get at least maybe a pinfall off of it. But it didn't pan out that way. Quesadora. A quesadora by Dakota Kai on Becky Lynch. And it seems to me, I saw this enough with Finn and Tyler Bate. I understand why she's doing it, but I don't agree with it. Dakota, it means more if you get the pinfall. It means more if you get the pinfall rather than a count out. Dakota, come on. Do it the honorable way. Do it the honorable way. But Becky Lynch gets back in the ring. Becky Lynch gets back in the ring and sends Dakota Kai outside the ring. And if Dakota Kai wants to get the count out victory, I don't know if Becky Lynch wants to count out victory or if she wants Dakota Kai to join her on the floor. I don't know what that is, but I understand the logic as Becky Lynch is coming up the top rope. Becky Lynch misses it. Dakota Kai is showing her educated feet, hitting a jumping enziguri. I don't agree with it, but I understand it. With somebody like Becky Lynch, you gotta take what you can get. But the fact of the matter is, Dakota Kai has got to get something, because if she doesn't, Becky Lynch is going to win unopposed, and that is the last thing that Dakota Kai wants. The pump kick nails Becky Lynch. The pump kick nails Becky Lynch. Dakota Kai had the opportunity, and Becky Lynch is fighting back. Becky Lynch is fighting back. She's got her set up again. The Bulldog, which seems to have been the go-to for Dakota Kai this time. She takes her down with the dropkick on the floor, and it looked like a stiff dropkick, and it rocked Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch is now stunned on the floor, and Dakota Kai is taking the shortcut. Dakota Kai is taking the shortcut. If Becky Lynch doesn't get up soon, it's going to be a count-out victory, and the first one for Dakota Kai in this match. But Becky Lynch somehow finds her way back in the ring, and Dakota Kai takes her off guard, and small package, but Becky Lynch still kicks out. Becky Lynch still kicks out. Becky Lynch still kicks out. Dakota Kai took a moment of hesitation from Dakota Kai, but Dakota Kai kicks out. Dakota Kai kicks out. A moment of hesitation from Dakota Kai looked like it was going to cost her, but she still kicked out. But she doesn't get out of this one. She's not going to get out of this one. Every single time thus far, she has not been able to get out of it. And Becky Lynch shows it again, how dangerous the disarmer is. She shows how dangerous the disarmer is. I'm questioning Dakota Kai's logic here of going off the top rope. She misses a high intensity move. And she picks her up. You know what comes next? Devastation kick. Devastation kick. Devastation kick. Is this going to be the first victory for Dakota Kai? And it is the first victory for Dakota Kai in this matchup. Dakota Kai's got to stop hesitating. Dakota Kai's got to stop hesitating. A roaring elbow. And Becky Lynch is going for the cover. And Dakota Kai kicks out. This is going to be interesting because if Dakota Kai wins this Iron Man matchup, then Dakota Kai will be out of the Royal Rumble more than likely, and Becky Lynch will be back in the Royal Rumble, so Becky Lynch would have the opportunity to get a rematch against Dakota Kai. But if Dakota Kai loses her last shot to become Women's Champion as long as Becky Lynch is the champion. The educated feet from Dakota Kai surprises Becky Lynch with a small package. She surprises Becky Lynch with a small package, and Becky Lynch at 2 9/8 kicks out. Becky Lynch gets caught not once, twice, and the overhead kick comes in. The hesitation is not there the second time or the third time, and Becky Lynch kicks out. Becky kicks out. Dakota picks her. No! Becky Lynch sees it coming the second time. Becky Lynch sees it coming. Becky Lynch catches Dakota Kai. Disarm her. And it's not even worth a fight with the amount of damage that Dakota Kai's arm has taken during this matchup. It is not even worth a fight. Becky Lynch is up 4-1. Becky Lynch is up 4-1. Small package. Becky Lynch surprises Dakota Kai with a small package. But Dakota Kai kicks out like Becky Lynch has every single time. Becky Lynch has surprised Dakota Kai. Becky Lynch. Pump kick. The pump kick takes down Becky. 3. Becky Lynch finally falls victim to the move that cost Dakota Kai the match the first time around. The pump kick nets Dakota Kai. I'm getting so caught up on my words that it's not even funny. Becky Lynch reverses it. What a kick. What an axe kick. Small package by Dakota Kai. If she gets the victory here, it'll be 4-3. And she gets him. She gets Becky Lynch. And Dakota Kai is now down 1. Crossbody. Can she surprise Becky Lynch with 2 back-to-back surprising victories? And she does! She surprises Becky Lynch back-to-back. And Dakota Kai is now suddenly tied with Becky Lynch. And Dakota Kai suddenly has a sudden burst of energy. A sudden burst of energy from Dakota Kai on Becky Lynch. 1, 2, 3. Dakota Kai gets a victory and is now up 5-4 on Becky Lynch. Disarm her. No! Dakota Kai reverses. Devastation kick upcoming. No! Becky Lynch reverses. What a back and forth. Dakota Kai. No! She blocks. I don't even know what's going on. Butterfly suplex again. Cover. I don't know how. There it is. Rope break. Soccer ball kick to the back. Becky Lynch is prepared for it. Is Dakota Kai too close to the ropes? She is. The ring presence of Dakota Kai to stay close to the ropes. Keeps her 5-4. Keeps her up on Becky Lynch. She picks her up again. But you could see it's getting to Dakota Kai. She drops Becky with the devastation kick. 1, 2, 3. No, Dakota Kai. Becky Lynch kicked out. My God. How at this point in the match did Becky Lynch kick out of the devastation? She misses. Dakota Kai misses the double foot stomp. Running drop kick. 1. Becky Lynch pops her shoulder up. My goodness. I don't believe this. How did Becky Lynch kick out? Small package. Becky Lynch kicks out again. Dakota Kai cannot let her frustration get the better of her. This time, she nails the devastation kick, but is Becky Lynch too close to the ropes? No. I don't believe so. I don't believe she is. But Becky Lynch kicks out again. I don't believe this. Becky Lynch kicks out again. This is insane. Becky Lynch somehow kicked out again of the devastation kick. And again, Dakota Kai this time nails the double foot stomp. She nails the double foot stomp on Becky Lynch. And this time, it's a 3. This time it's a 3. Before Dakota Kai can even see it coming, Becky Lynch follows up and wakes back up. Leg drop to the arm, attacking the arm of Dakota Kai, which Becky Lynch has isolated in this matchup. Becky Lynch following it up with the intensity that we know from Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch reverses the quesadilla this time. And Becky drops her. 1, 2, no! Dakota Kai kicks out. Pinfalls have been Becky Lynch's kryptonite. Pinfalls have been the kryptonite of Becky Lynch. Dakota Kai. Is Dakota Kai too close to the ropes? No, she's not. I thought she might have been, but either way, Becky Lynch is now down 6-5. Becky Lynch is now down 6-5. And if it wasn't noticeable that I don't have a pop filter, it is noticeable now because I said Becky Lynch with the pop. But Becky Lynch is now brutally attacking the arm of Dakota Kai. I have never seen anybody attack the arm of their opponent as much as Becky Lynch has been attacking the arm in the last 2 seconds of Dakota Kai. The roaring elbow. The roaring elbow. Roaring elbow. And we saw this before. Becky Lynch wanted a cover on the roaring elbow, and now she's going for it again. But somehow, you saw how small that was. Somehow Dakota Kai kicked out. Becky Lynch is getting frustrated, rubbing Dakota Kai's face into the mat. Breaking the arm of Dakota Kai. If she didn't break the arm before, she's definitely breaking the arm now. She is legitimately... Dakota Kai reversed the disarmer. Dakota Kai reversed the disarmer. Schoolgirl. Cover. And Dakota Kai sneaks a victory. Becky. Dakota. Pinfall. 2, 3. Dakota Kai is up by 3. Dakota Kai is up by 3. What was a match that saw Dakota Kai down 4-1 is now a match that sees Dakota Kai up by 3. Triangle. But I don't know if we're going to see Dakota Kai submit. You see the sweat radiating off these women in what is the first Iron Man match that I've done that did not include Tyler Bate and Finn Balor. I remember doing submission matches, but to my knowledge, I have not done an Iron Man match that did not include Finn and Tyler Bate. Devastation kick upcoming. Maybe the chiropractor's the back-facing move. Dakota Kai is now up by 4. My, how the pendulum has swung. My, how the pendulum has swung. But whatever Dakota Kai was trying to do there, Becky Lynch saw it coming, but she dropped her. And Dakota Kai's going back for the modified camel clutch. She's going back for the modified camel clutch. She desperately wants, Dakota Kai does, to make Becky Lynch submit before the end of this match. She desperately wants, Dakota Kai does, to want Becky Lynch to submit. And by God, I did forget, or by gum, I did forget that this match was a half-hour Iron Man match and not a 25-minute one. I don't know why I didn't think it was why I thought it was a half hour. Or why I didn't remember it was a half hour, but either way, Dakota Kai is now down by 3, or now up by 3, but Becky Lynch is now getting countered when she goes for the disarmer. She is now getting countered when she goes for the disarmer. And Dakota Kai nails the devastation kick again. I don't know how that isn't rope break with the proximity of Becky Lynch's head to the ringside, to the ring ropes. But the fact of the matter is, either way, Dakota Kai's got her in a variation of what I only can call the Koji clutch. Or no, an octopus stretch. But again, Becky Lynch is not beaten down enough to submit to her specialty. If that ends up costing Dakota Kai again, if the pump kick ends up costing Dakota Kai again, she will never hear the end of it. German suplex variation. Drop kick. The same drop kick that Dakota Kai tried to count out Becky Lynch on earlier in the match. And again, Dakota Kai is trying for a submission, but this time Dragon Screw takes down, a Dragon Screw leg whip takes down Dakota Kai. And if I was Becky Lynch, a nice elbow strike, but Dakota Kai is not done yet. I don't know what the difference is between the submissions and the pinfalls, but actually I do, button mashing as opposed to timing. But if I was Becky Lynch at this point, I would not go for a finisher. I would go for a submission outside of my finisher. Mistimed it. Timing is everything, and this timing was not, because I could fight out of Tyler Bates' Goat's Curse, but I can't fight out of the disarmer. No matter how much I try, I can't fight out of the disarmer. Judo hip toss by Becky Lynch. You know what's coming next. Becky plants her. Why didn't Becky go for the cover? 2. And a little bit of time. But either way, wait a second. Becky Lynch, this time she was reversed. Pendulum kick blocked. Dakota Kai's going for it one too many times again. It's going to end up costing her, but there are 2 minutes left, and Dakota Kai is up by 2. Becky Lynch drops her. Again, if I was Becky Lynch, I would go for a pinfall or a submission outside of going for the disarmer, especially with the amount of damage that has been taken to Dakota Kai's arm. She's going for it, but Dakota Kai might be too close to the ropes. She is not. Dakota Kai is not too close to the ropes. And I was too focused on the fact that I thought it would be rope break to not try and fight out of the submission hold. But now it's 10-9. It is now 10-9. I have a bad habit of letting Iron Man matches end in a draw. I went for a half hour to try and prevent this from ending in a draw, but the fact of the matter is that might not be the case. Dakota Kai's going for the announce table. I think she just did that to ward Becky Lynch in. I don't think she actually wanted the announce table. She wanted to waste a little bit of time because now we are under a minute. And Becky Lynch has got to make haste. We are now under a minute. Suplex after suplex. Dakota Kai is bouncing around the ring, but right now Dakota Kai has every chance in the world to become women's champion again. Wait a second. 30 seconds left. You gotta hang on, Dakota. You gotta hang on. And it's not even in any doubt. There's no doubt in anybody's mind. It is that it's tied 10-10. It is tied 10-10 with 10 seconds remaining. It is tied 10-10 with 10 seconds remaining. Becky Lynch is going for the cover. Becky Lynch wins with 10 seconds remaining because of human error. If I would have gone for a pinfall at some other point, I don't know if you could, I don't know what it is, but Becky Lynch somehow, some way, scavenges. I don't know what to say there. I'm dumbfounded right now that Becky Lynch somehow still is women's champion. Can anybody defeat Becky Lynch for the women's championship? I thought I had that match won. I'm dumbfounded right now. But either way, Becky Lynch remains SmackDown Women's Champion. Find out next time. I don't know what to say. It really thrown off how I wanted to end this video. But either way, Becky Lynch retains in what was a stupendous Iron Man matchup, and one of the main reasons why I love doing the Iron Man match. But either way, this is me signing off. Until next time, I'm still dumbfounded, and I will see you in the next video.